Let's do some welding today. I would like to preface this video by accepting the fact that I'm going to get absolutely roasted for how bad my welds look. I'm not a professional. This is kind of like my first time doing this, so please do your worst. Also, if there's some tips and tricks you guys have, please put them in the comments. I'm open to constructive criticism. With that, let's get on to the video. Okay, so if you guys will remember in my last video, I mocked up the engine and transmission. All that stuff fit just fine, so I yanked it. I set the subframe aside here, and I'm gonna clean it up before I paint it. But looking at some of these welds here, they look kind of nasty, and there's some gaps and stuff that I wanna fix. Not that it's gonna add anything structural to it, but it's more or less cosmetic. Plus, I wanna use this welder I got. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just wanna clarify that real quick. But, you know, I'll clean the frame up a little bit, do some welding, test out this welder, and you guys can talk all the crap you want. I don't care. Let's do this. Okay, so this is what I have to work with here. I have this titanium auto darkening welding hood and this EASY-FLUX 125. Hold on, let me peel this off. Here you go. ASMR. Yeah, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I got some welding wire in it. I think it's 035. I could be wrong, but it's in there. It's set up. I'm going to plug this thing in, and let me show you what I'm going to weld on the frame here. And if you guys are hearing any wind noise, it's coming from my board. It's kind of hot in the garage today. All right, so these are the welds. It's kind of hard to see here, but there's just some little like pinholes and stuff. I don't know. I just want to clean them up, make them look better. I'll grind all the slag and all the boogers off and prep this frame, get it stripped down to bare metal. Well, I mean, it pretty much is bare metal, but get all the rust and gunk and crap off of it, and then I'll show you what I'm going to coat it with once I'm done. This is called Steel It. It is a stainless steel anti-corrosive weldable polyurethane aerosol. This crap is expensive. It's like $30 a can. I'm hoping I can get the whole subframe done with like 5 cans or so, spraying it on thick enough to where it doesn't chip or scratch easily. Dylan Hughes, he's a Formula Drift guy. He's the one who actually recommended this stuff. He uses it on his car, and honestly, after looking at it up close, it's actually pretty good stuff. So that way, if I need to do any repairs to this frame in the future, or if I want to modify any of the spring perches, shock mounts, any of that, I don't have to remove it and have it repowder coated. I can just hit it up with this stuff, scuff it, spray it, and be on my way. So I'll save this for another video. Let's get on to welding this. Here's a better view so you guys can see there's just some like holes and stuff. Like I want to connect some of, stay focused. There's some holes and stuff. I just want to connect that, just make it look better. I mean, it's held since the 70s, so I'm sure it's fine, but I'm crazy. I'm also going to grind that crap off. Like, what even is that? So I just wanted to point out real quick, they do give you some basic setup instructions under the hood. It gives you like wire speed and voltage settings. Currently, I have this set up at a 4 on the wire speed and a B and a half, a B plus on the voltage. So I'm going to try that out. If it doesn't work or if it doesn't look good, not that I know what looks good and what does not, I will adjust accordingly. So bear with me. Let me try my first pass. Oh yeah, there's also settings on the hood too. I have the sensitivity set to 5. The shade is at 11. And the delay is also at a 5. And yeah, we'll see how it works. I feel like it's kind of important to note, check around where you're going to be welding to make sure there are no combustible materials. Obviously, being flux core, it throws a lot more spatter than if it was like a gas welding system, if that's the proper terminology. Yeah, it's going to throw a lot of splatter around. Spatter, splatter. What's the correct term for that? Let me know. So you just want to make sure there's nothing that's going to just blow up in your face or catch on fire. I don't have anybody on fire watch, so it's just me, myself, and I out here. I'm going to stop talking now. Okay, first things first, you got to turn the welder on. There's a switch on the back side here. Flip that. I bent the electrodes, so I'm going to snip that. Get a little bit of stick out, maybe 1/2 inch or so. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Oh yeah, gloves. What am I doing? super welding rated mechanics fast fit gloves. And I'm gonna start at the top and just go down. Yeah, I feel like that's way too cool. It looks like a booger. That is what you would call a booger weld. So I'm going to clean that up. I'm going to turn up the voltage and the wire speed, and we'll take another crack at it. The wire speed is at 4.5, and the voltage is at C+. So a little bit on each. Let's try this again and see what we get. Yeah, it's still not hot enough. All right, I'm gonna crank this thing. E5. Let's try this again. That looks a lot better. I think my glove is melting. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. All right, that looks better. Honestly, I could probably crank it up a little bit more, but yeah, mechanics gloves don't work too well for welding. That is melting. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this up and look at it. I forgot to mention to you guys that I am a professional welder. So as you can see, your boy just laid down some dimes there. I'm gonna mess with the settings a little bit more, and then I'll probably fill in some on the top and then make a pass all the way to the bottom, and we'll see if we can catch my gloves on fire by the time it gets about halfway down, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so I messed with the settings a little bit more. It is now at E.5 or E and a half, and 5.5 on the wire speed. I'm going to hold my hands further away from the torch this time because that got very hot. I'll try going in from the middle here. Oh, now we're talking. Yeah, it looks a little better. All right, I think I found my settings. I'll just clean that up and then make a final pass here. Got to reposition my hand here. Clean that up. All right, let's finish this. I need to manage my stick out. I find my hands walking away from the working surface. My stick out's getting too far, so I need to manage that better. All right, I think that does it. Okay, there it is. The one on the right is my final pass. Honestly, I think it looks better than all the other crap I've done. I'm just gonna grind it down anyway. So now, I mean, come on, look at that. What is that? They did that at the factory, so talk all the crap you want. I'm gonna do some passes over here too. You know, I'm gonna weld that too. I'm just gonna weld all sorts of stuff on this. I'm probably making it weaker, but I don't care. I'm gaining experience and having fun. So whatever. I just know there's like this welder guy who's watching me do this, or probably not. I'm getting like 5 views on these videos anyway. There's some welder guy who's like, oh man, you know, that wouldn't pass inspection. Just talking all kinds of crap. Like, that's one thing that like the welding community that I've seen online, like, y'all need to be less toxic. Like, I've seen absolutely beautiful welds on these fabrication, on these fabs, and like, there is somebody that's still going to talk crap about like the penetration or, you know, the way it's like, just there's always something to bitch about. So y'all need therapy. Not all of you, but some of you. And now that I'm done alienating the entire welding community, could you guys tell me, so my electrode, my ground is over here. Does it make sense to move the ground closer to your welding point? Just like understanding how resistance works, like I know that, but does it make a big difference? Let me know. Yeah, that one looks weird. Yeah, see, that one has like weird little craters in it. That looks like crap. Maybe it does make a difference moving the grounding strap closer to the working surface. I don't know. Or maybe I just suck. Oh well. I'm gonna lay a little bit like right here, and then I'll call this good, and then maybe I'll just do some stuff over here. Okay, that's a done deal. I have a little more dressing to do. I gotta sand this. I hit it with a grinder, so I gotta smooth it out. Gotta smooth that out, or not. I don't care. Those gaps are gone. I feel better about it. Okay, so honest review of this welder. I like it. It's super user-friendly. It's 2 knobs. It's inexpensive. It's lightweight. It's compact. It melts metal and puts it where I need to. Whether or not that metal looks good, that's on me, not on the welder. The welding helmet, obviously it works great. I'm not blind. So, yep, thumbs up to both of these. What's next? I'm going to see if I can build a jig for this subframe to stand it up on end. So that way I can prep both sides, top and bottom, and then spray it all at once instead of having to spray the top, flip it over, spray the bottom, whatever. So I have some car dollies I'm going to try and retrofit to the bumper mounts, and I'll see how that works. That's for another video. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.